Never before was making some phone calls more intense.
De ringer.
Det er alarmcentralen. Hallo?
Servus Freunde, my name's Jimmy Cage and The Guilty is an impressively effective Danish crime thriller. It is the feature film debut of Gustav Möller, who also co-wrote the screenplay with Emil Nygard Albertsen, and it's Denmark's submission to the foreign language film category at the Oscars. The film will have a limited release in the US next week, and I'm sure it will be available on VOD in the near future as well. And if you get the chance to see it, go for it. And once again, this is a film where I can't really go into much detail about the plot, because that would ruin the experience. What's so great about The Guilty is its ability to tell a tense and gripping story with the bare minimum. I'm not sure what the budget was, but it must have been extremely tight. The Guilty is all set in just one close location, the emergency call center of the police. There are basically just 2 rooms and 1 corridor in the whole movie, and that's it. Apart from some brief glimpses of other people in the room, it's also completely focused on just our protagonist, Jakob Cedergren, who plays Asger Holm, a cop who has been demoted to receive the emergency calls. At the beginning of the film, we don't know that yet, and it takes some time until we learn why he is there and what has happened in his past. The time frame in which the events on screen are unfolding is more or less identical with the movie's runtime of just 85 minutes. The film begins when his shift is almost over, but he will stay longer this night, because after a few rudimentary emergency calls to make the audience feel familiar with this peculiar setting, he gets a call from a kidnapped woman, who at that very moment is sitting in the car of her abductor, supposedly calling her little daughter. The whole concept of The Guilty revolves around Asger Holm and the way he's trying to save that woman's life, and his only tool to do that is the phone. We never ever see anyone who's at the other side of the line. It's just Asger and the voices of the people he's talking to. The kidnapped woman, other cops on duty, his partner who's at home, and so on. Of course, the film's biggest achievement lies in its ability to never lose the audience, in its ability to create a tense, suspenseful and also very dramatic thriller experience. The filmmakers have a very limited number of options of what they can do with the camera work, staging and editing, and yet it never gets boring for a second. Acting-wise, this is a masterclass, and Jakob Cedergren has so much to offer. He's constantly on the edge, at the beginning because he's in very bad shape, throwing in painkillers, later because he has to do everything he can to save this woman. And whenever you might think that a movie could run out of steam, there's a new twist of what's going on, a new angle, a new clue, something that changes Asger and the viewer's perception of the situation. The Guilty is able to create a claustrophobic feel and a very menacing mood. The clock is ticking and one wonders how this might turn out. It will also get very dark, and because you never see what's happening on the other line, your own imagination and the reactions in Cedergren's face will make it all the more powerful. Yet the movie also offers some genuine humorous moments, especially in the first half, when Asger is letting most people know very directly what he thinks of their supposed emergency calls. The Guilty is one of those movies that shine as a true testament to what cinema is capable to do, and it's also a film that most certainly will start a discussion the moment you leave the cinema. So in German I'd say, The Guilty ist ein unglaublich dicht inszeniertes Thriller-Drama, das mit Hilfe seines großartigen Drehbuchs und der starken Leistung von Hauptdarsteller Jakob Cedergren beweist, dass man auch mit den einfachsten Mitteln und ganz minimal reduziert eine Mörderspannung aufbauen kann. I give The Guilty 8 out of 10. It's more like 7.9, but I don't do that. Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about The Guilty. And also let me know what is your favorite movie that only takes place in one close location. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.